So the interesting thing about Mega Man X3, well, I guess it's not really interesting, but it was the second Mega Man game that I played. Mega Man X game. My brother got it for me for Christmas because he knew how much I loved Mega Man, and ever since that, this has been one of my favorite games. I would have read the text, but I was busy talking about my past. But I'm sure anyone can read that. It's pretty much giving the story of this game. I'm gonna take my headset off so I can actually hear. Whenever someone wants to usher in a new age, bad things generally happen. Like a common theme in anything with robotics. Well, we'll see more with Dr. Doppler as the game progresses. I forgot how long this was. Alright. So, this game introduces something that hasn't been in any of the previous Mega Man X games. And they tweak the formula, but it's something that continues in the other games. I don't want to spoil too much. You've never played Mega Man before? Well, hopefully one day you'll get a chance to try it out. It's pretty fun. Maybe watching me play will convince you to try it. So how do I sound? Am I picking up any background noise? Is it cutting out? Is the audio cutting out at all? Alright, so now the game is starting. Oh yeah, this game also uses like the little chip thing, so it has the wireframes. Let me start now. Well, thank you. Alright. So, as I normally state at the beginning of the game, like Mega Man starts with the dash in this game because he gets the dash in Mega Man X, and it's something that continues in all the Mega Man games. So, which I thought was pretty cool. And somehow Zero is back. X, I'll clear up the enemies out here. You go ahead and deal with the ones inside. Right. Gotta get used to the controls again. Mac, where have you been? You're far too trusting, X. I'm now a member of Doppler's army. You will make a fine addition to our forces once you have been shown the true destiny of the Reploid race. So, X is gone. So this is the thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, where this game introduces a new mechanic to Mega Man X, where you can play as Zero. But this game, there are restrictions, like you can only switch to Zero in stage, and if Zero dies in a stage, like, he's gone for the rest of the game. But the interesting thing is that after this game, Zero becomes a permanent playable character, and you can choose him at the beginning of the game instead, and you play as Zero. Now I have to fight Mac. He's a traitor. So, Zero, his Buster is stronger than X's. He also gets the Z-Saber. Are you okay, X? Thanks, Zero, I'm okay. I'll check around headquarters again. Be on your guard, X. Now I just beat this guy up. Has a pretty predictable pattern. I stuck right into that. So it alternates for the most part, but then once you start dealing a lot of damage to him, it changes it up. But the boss is pretty easy, as are most of the first bosses in Mega Man X. I guess it's more of a mini-boss than anything. Looks like we've swept most of the enemies out of here. I don't know why they didn't just put that in the same text box. I'll go back and check on headquarters. Call me if you need me. See you later, X. So, from here on out, I can use Zero if I want to. But let me tell you the typical order that I fight these bosses in. So I start off with this guy, which is... Ice guys are normally the easiest. So I start with Blizzard Buffalo, and then I fight Toxic Sea-Force, and I fight the Rhino, and then I fight the Crawfish, and not to be this guy, this guy. The Gravity Beetle is the brother of Boomer Kuwanger from Mega Man X. I don't really know what I'm gonna do if I manage to beat this game in the time limit. Now, this game has 2 endings, but the endings aren't like terribly different. But I guess this time I'm gonna go for the bad ending, I guess. Alright, so it took me a while to figure this out when I was a kid, but if you press the shoulder buttons, you can switch out to Zero. So you can't stay as Zero the whole stage, you only can go to check marks, because you can't fight bosses as Zero. And there are, like, the bosses are at the check marks, so, like, there's a mini-boss, when you get to a certain stage of the game, there's a mini-boss, and then there's the main boss, which is at the end of the stage. So it's like in Mega Man X2 when they had the X Hunters, where there was a certain door that you could go through. Except these aren't optional, so you have to fight the mini bosses when you get to a certain point, which is like after 2 bosses. But yeah, this is the spot, and if you're playing as Zero and you come here, then you automatically switch back to X, and then you can't switch back to Zero during the stage. There's someone that makes a guest appearance in this game. But he would be down here. These things shoot 3 times and then they jump occasionally. There's an E-tank there, but I can't get that right now. Still getting used to this controller. Alright. So I'm gonna swap to Zero. I'm pretty sure he has like a stronger jump. Zero is just all around better than X. But the Z-Saber does a large amount of damage to enemies. Couple of times to get that right. I hate these parts. If you hit the incline, then it makes you like you go backwards automatically. Okay. So Zero can't interact with the capsules. Also, another thing to note, when you get upgrades, it changes the way X looks in the portrait. Except you can't actually see his feet. This is the foot upgrade. Take this leg upgrade. This upgrade will enhance your mobility in the air. You will be able to dash left, right, or even straight up in the air. And this is the first game. It's not the first game where he gets an air dash, but it's the first game that X gets like the ability to dash straight up in the air, which is really useful. But he still has the same restriction, like you can't dash and then dash jump. I'm probably gonna die to the first boss because I don't have health. I hate ice. Pretty sure I shot that missile, but yep. I don't have... Like, I played this game more than I played Mega Man X2. This game is a bit more difficult, and I don't have the knowledge that I have, like, with Mega Man X. So, I might fumble through this a bit. The boss is pretty simple. I think in this game, with the E-tanks, I think they only heal you up to like how much health you have, but I could be wrong. We'll see. Can't wait to get my chest upgrade. Take a hit. I mean, X can get up there, but it's just easier for Zero to do it because Zero has a stronger jump. Alright. now here's Blizzard Buffalo. It's pretty easy. He has a Hadouken attack, which is pretty cool. Oh, there was something that I forgot to show you at the beginning of the stage. I can come back. This. I left with my dash too soon. So if he hits the wall, if you're on it, then it knocks you off. There's the Hadouken, it just freezes you, it doesn't actually deal damage to you. But he has a special attack where if he, like, his horns will enlarge, and then, like, if he grabs you, then he will deal a lot of damage to you. Also, when he is doing his beam attack, he can't take damage. So he's pretty much invulnerable. I screwed that up. I wanted to, like, jump and then dash off the wall, but I did a dash jump, and if you dash jump, you can't jump while you can't dash afterwards. So the animation that he did in the beginning where his horns got pretty large, like that's the move I'm talking about, and he'll ram you. Way too much. There it is. Christ, it just hit the wall. I don't know, I did what I could to stop the button pressing from getting picked up, but it's like the best I could do. I'm sorry if it's really loud. I don't know what to do about the black borders on this side. It's only when I'm streaming like Super Nintendo games that I have that issue. Cross shield. Alright. And I'm gonna have a tough time going through Mega Man X4. But I will show you the thing that I want to talk about. If you look closely, is it in this thing? Pretty sure it is. Also, this is where you go to get your mechs. Maybe not. Could have sworn it was. Maybe that's X4 that I'm thinking about. It might be Mega Man X4 that I'm thinking about. I'm just kind of rushing through. I don't care if I take hits right now. I wanted to see something. Mostly in Mega Man X4, because it's not here. Alright, well, I'm gonna exit the stage. I only have 0 lives left. Which is a fancy way of saying 1, I suppose. Alright, time for Toxic Seahorse. Okay, this is a game that I don't know if I could actually beat with just the Mega Buster because the bosses are pretty hard. I do really like this song though. Yeah. Like this is usually the stage that I would go to first, but it gets pretty difficult if you try to do it without the weapon. Also, this is the Frost Shield. That's what it is. Though it does special things in water. Also, that doesn't kill you, but if you drop down that pit, you'll go away. There is a heart container here. I'll pick that up. Pretty easy to get. Pretty sure. No, yeah, it's up here. But I mean, I guess this is the water stage. Like, they force you to fight the mini bosses. So this is, like I said before, it's where you go to pick up your mechs. Okay, so this changes when you're in the water. Like, it gets bigger, and then it also makes a bigger tri-point whatever. You can't go this way unless you have the mech, because there's a current. Really strong current at that, and it bars you. Like, you literally cannot go by. So I haven't hit any spikes since I've played since Mega Man X1, but if you hit spikes, you instantly die. But it's been that way since the original Mega Man. And right now I fight this weird, like, this, like, octopus thing. It's pretty simple. Don't get hurt by touching the... Almost looks like the one octopus. I don't get hurt if I touch the little feet. I only get hurt if I touch the main body. And it's dead. I need to check something really quick. There's something specific I need to do in this run. Okay, so I only need the Race Splasher and the Spinning Blade. I was like the X Hunters from Mega Man X2, you have to do specific things in order to get specific endings. Well, not in this one, you don't have to do something to get a specific ending. You have to do something to get a specific item. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I will answer to the best of my ability. He's gonna land in the head. Those things, when they hit the wall, they drop. Like they drop like little drops that actually deal damage to you. I might have to use an E-Tank. Okay, so no, this is not the game where it saves your energy. He's invulnerable when he does that. Definitely screwed that up. It has been a really long time since I've played this game. So I'm gonna knock out 2 birds with 1 stone and get 2 very special items during this playthrough. But in this game, the picture doesn't really change when you have upgrades. But this is what I was talking about. Now we get the little mini bosses. He is the Maverick Hunter I failed to catch last time. I had no idea he is so powerful. Bit and Bite. Bit and Bite are really hard. Well, Bit is the hard one, Bite not so much. Bring that Maverick Hunter to me alive if possible. Permanent Dr. Doppler. Ooh, do you remember this guy? Mysterious Maverick. If you played Mega Man X, you would know exactly who he is. Alive, Dr. Doppler, you are so kind. Watch your mouth or I'll put you back where I found you. Even with your enhancements, you are still no match for me. Thanks for the upgrade, Doctor, but I have a score to settle. And I'll do it my way. Fine, just make sure you do it. I still can't believe that Maverick Hunter defeated my master twice in the past. Twice in the past defeated. I wonder, could it be Sigma? Alright. Well, probably gonna have to fight Bit or Bite in one of these stages, and it's not gonna be pretty. But if you beat them with a certain weapon, it kills them permanently. I really need to check, but I will check during the BRB. The only way you can get that is with the specific card ability. So the sand doesn't hurt you, but it makes you fall, so if you're unlucky and you get hit while you are over a pit of spikes, you will most likely die. Pretty could be an E-Tank over here. The E-Tanks in this game are pretty easy to find. Though these little like crab things, they deal a lot of damage if they get their ball fully charged. Let's see, who am I gonna be fighting? Oh, I have the pleasure of fighting Bit. The heart is the one. Welcome, X, I am Bit. I have my orders, you are to be destroyed. Do I have